How are you spending your Friday nights? Toasting your own marshmallows? Fire pit need rekindling? Come on, join us every Friday night at the Fire Pit, where our conversation really heats up.
You're listening to Fire Pit Friday.
Okay, oh man. My goodness, I hope I'm not late for this snap meeting. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm really glad that you've come. You're gonna love it. You are so gonna love this meeting. It's a really great meeting. It's SNAP, it's Society of Nashville Artistic Photographers, and I'm meeting Fraser, and I'm running a little late as usual. All right, but that's not a big deal. You know why? Because Wendy, she's the girl who runs it. She's so awesome. She's so cool. I've known her for a couple of years, and she truly is an artistic photographer. Actually, she has this place, Aerial Innovations. She actually takes photographs from helicopters. It's like, I can't wait to ask her about that. I hope she doesn't mind. I mean, that's a lot of you coming along with me to this meeting, but I don't really care. Okay, ready? Let's go to Snap. Oh, good. Oh, cool. Fraser's on the phone. Maybe we're not so late. Dude! Hey! Hi! Awesome, yeah. Hi!
Hey,
I'm
there
sorry
you
I'm late.
are.
I'm sorry I'm late.
No problem.
Oh. Okay, am I too late for the meeting?
You're just in time.
I brought about 600,000 people with me, maybe a little more.
You brought him here.
I brought them here to the Snap meeting with me. They're right there. This is Fraser. You know him, you know. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, we can fit him. I mean, why not? More the merrier. Come on in, let's go.
That's what I love about you, Fraser. Dude, are you still recovered from Philly?
You know what? I'm excited, but I'm really excited about LA. You're gonna have to check that out.
We're going to LA! We're going to
All right, we're gonna be walking on movie sets. We might even bring
Hey
you
guys,
600,000 along.
Okay.
Yeah, break those sticks.
Everybody, I hope we're not too late. Oh my gosh. Is the meeting started? Wendy, I'm sorry we're late.
No newcomers. Nick was just telling us about he was featured in Shutterbug magazine.
You were?
Yeah, he
May's
submitted
issue.
the next issue coming up.
No, it's actually last month.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
the June issue is just out.
With some of his images of New York, which are these both New York?
Well, what happened was you could submit.
Go ahead.
You could submit.
Look at that sky.
You could submit 5 for the competition. So I had 3 of New York that I thought stood a chance. With the other 2, I put 2 shots that I had of Nashville in, and the one of Nashville is the one that actually
of
made
course.
it. So it was
Nashville.
the throwaway, and so
That got in.
that got in.
Yeah. I wonder how many of New York. Like, I'll be interested to see the article to see if they chose any of New York or.
I think
New York
2.
is
I think
just-
there were 2 of New York.
Oh, okay, that they chose.
But yeah, it was New York, Austin, Minneapolis.
Wow.
So it was
All
kind of
over.
interesting because I think the idea of the theme was instead of just taking like a postcardy type of shot, what type of image puts a face on a city? That type of thing.
Here, pass this
Beautiful.
around.
I love it.
Was it the one of Nashville that you did from the
Yes.
of the Bat Building?
Of the Bat Building.
Okay, we've seen this image of Nick's before because he has shown it at a lot of meetings, and you know the work that he does on his images, his post production has been like,
Crazy. The Photoshop post-production stuff, hours of it, we're talking.
Sometimes it's hours. That shot was also, there's a process that I sometimes use called HDR.
Right, the high definition.
High
High dynamic
range,
range. Mhm.
images.
Yeah.
And so that's take multiple exposures of the same frame, of the same image,
Right.
and then that combines to create a bigger tonal range.
That's wonderful.
And then sometimes it comes up in surprising ways.
Yeah.
Sometimes it almost looks like an illustration.
Hey, Wendy, I just wanted to let you know I brought like the podcasters with me. So some of them don't know who the members of Snap are. Yeah, they're kind of like with me and being really great about. But I want to introduce them to Snap, the Society of Nashville Artistic Photographers in itself.
So, my name is Wendy. Hi, everybody. My
Hi,
name's Wendy.
Hey, Wendy!
And I've been a member of SNAP since the founding of it, I suppose. I'll call myself a founding member. I'm not the founder. But I'm a photographer, a professional photographer by trade. I have a photography business that's been in business for 5 years. I got my BA in photography from the University of Dayton. And photography is not only my passion, it's also my work, which is very nice because, you know, it kind of fits together seamlessly. And one of my favorite things to do is just get together and talk about photos, look at photos, techniques, that kind of thing. So.
Very
I'm Nick D'Antona. I've been a member of SNAP for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years. I've loved SNAP. It's most of the time an intimate gathering, and the members of SNAP are so passionate and dedicated to photography, and most of the members are either professional or augment their income as a professional photographer. So even though there are some hobbyists, most of the members of SNAP are dead serious about their artwork and their photography and
I agree.
the different styles and techniques that everybody uses is just a pleasure to share. And that's my experience with SNAP. I come out of the film and TV business and have been a fine art photographer for the last several years, strictly doing that, and trying to learn from
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric Denton. I was one of the founding members. We were kind of an offshoot of Plowhouse Artist Cooperative and Untitled, or not so much.
Probably.
And Untitled Nashville, two local art groups. Plowhouse was a group of people who actually had a space, and everybody who was a member helped keep the space up and running, and we put on shows, and there's a lot of photographers in there, and we just decided let's start another group.
Let's do it.
I'm Jamie Bruner, and I'm the hobbyist. But I like to enter competitions, and I like seeing the way everyone does everything different and experimenting.
Cool, Jamie.
And I'm Jim Bruner, and I'm the one that brought her into all of this. We've been members of NAP for about 8 or 9 months now. I'm also president of the Nashville Photography Club, and am very involved with the Brentwood Photography Club. I've been shooting now for about 38 years. And one of these days I'll learn how to do it right.
And you've got two.
From the Brentwood camera.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Yeah.
And we have 2 brand new members.
Yes, this is their very first meeting, so they're sort of in a
Yeah.
spotlight position.
Welcome.
Hi.
We're Frank and Carol Metters from Hendersonville. We've been in Tennessee for about a month and a half, just moved here from Southern California. And we were in a photography club in Southern California, Photographic Society of Orange County back there. And first thing I did was to look for camera clubs in this area so that we could get hooked up. And we're looking for a place that has a lot of good activities, and looks like this is a very creative group.
Yeah.
So we're kind of hobbyists. I like fine art photography. Been in digital now for about a year, and I'm going to learn that all over again.
I'm just as supportive.
That's important. It's very important.
Been married many years.
Every photographer needs one.
That's great. Welcome.
Thank you.
So why a group? Why a photography group?
Yeah.
Well, you know what was interesting, what Frank said was he just moved to Nashville and he was looking for a photo group. And I don't know how many other people found either the Brentwood Camera Club or Nashville Camera Club because of that. But that was sort of when I moved up from Atlanta, where I was very involved with APG, which actually some of our members are involved with Atlanta Photography Group because they're sort of established and have this gallery. And so I came from that, and I said, I got to Nashville, and I think I went to Untitled or Plowhouse, and I was like, oh, this is great. It's an artist group, and there were painters and sculptors and all kinds of people. And I said, okay, well, where are the photography groups? And everybody kind of looked at me and was like, what do you mean photography. Well, first I said, "Where's the women's photography group?" I mean, this
Oh,
is even stranger because I was involved with Women in Focus in Atlanta. You know, APG was a big group, and then the women started their own group, and that's what I was involved with. And what happened was, it started out in a kitchen with Emily Naff. Actually, I'll go
This
back.
is so cool.
Back
The
behind
club
the Plow
started
House.
out in a kitchen
Oh yeah.
where there's food.
Oh yeah, there was food.
I love it.
Okay. And it was Emily Naff, who's a member of Snap currently, my business partner Rachel Paul, Mike Dixon, who some of you might know, he's in Korea right now, but he's a great, prolific photographer. Mike Dixon Photography is awesome. And we started out just looking at each other's work at the kitchen, talking. We said, we need to do this again. So we went and we did it at our kitchen, and it started like 5 people, and then it was like 3 people, and we were looking at the same work, and then we were like, we need to involve some more people. So it was a matter of sort of a little bit of planning, and it was a meeting that we had with Carl Lambert, Stacy Irvin, Mark Masri, I think, myself, and one of the professors at Vanderbilt, Libby Rowe. And the 5 of us were talking about the group, and then we said, what about Plow House? Going over to Plow House and sort of incorporating our group with the artist group that was already established. So we leached a little bit off of their space and their members, but what we gave back to them was that group. And a lot of people joined from the Plow House, like Eric said, where that's kind of where it started. So we had shows there, and we raised some money for them, and all kinds of stuff.
That's fantastic. And now, how many members? I mean, it's just grown so much.
There's probably about 50 active members that will come and go.
That's great.
Because it's not a set thing. We don't have dues. We don't have really a sort of like obligatory, time you have to do. We don't even really have an organized, what do you call it when people are like
rules and regulations?
That's it.
Yeah.
One of the great
You want
things
a
I think about
realistic-
Snap is its lack of structure.
Yeah.
And we provide it on a moment's notice. So whatever structure is required, just to, other than it's the second Tuesday of every month.
Right.
That's about it for structure. And now we've also added members can volunteer to pick a theme and host a month, a meeting of the month.
Right.
But the unstructured nature of it and the transience of it. So there are times where
creative.
people will be there every month for 8 months, and then they disappear for 6 months.
Yeah.
And then they come back, and there's all this work that they'll bring in.
Yeah.
And
Jamie is heading
I'm
up
the
the
organizer.
organizing for the Brentwood Club now.
Okay.
But in years past, we've had with Brentwood, we've been, like I say, Chromatics. We've been at Cheekwood. We've been
Danger Art.
Danger Art galleries. Where else were we?
You have the
exhibited
exhibit
in the
at,
church where we
Cumberland
used
Heights,
to.
I think, has
we
a-
used
We've
to
got a
be-
big exhibit at Cumberland Heights.
Yeah, Cumberland Heights.
actually
Cumberland
a
Heights is
permanent
actually
collection.
a permanent
Yeah.
collection out
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
Permanent collection, a grand total of about 55.
70
What was it, 70?
now.
My
70.
bad. 70 pictures out there that are a permanent collection, and the people are just loving it.
So
So
if
we
people want to show up and come to this exhibit, where would they find it?
what they really need to do is get on one of the websites. Either go to BrentwoodCameraClub.org. Nashville Camera Club does a few exhibits too. We're getting ready to do one at Chafin's Barn
Okay.
in July.
Okay.
So we'll be doing one there. But go to NashvillePhotographyClub.org
Okay.
or BrentwoodCameraClub.org.
And then-
And they can find out where a lot of these kinds of things are.
Digital versus film. It's the big thing.
We have had this discussion in our group.
It's a huge
How many
discussion.
times?
Really get it going.
Oh, we've been there for hours talking about it, and I think what we've
It's
finally
an
the
issue.
conclusion is, it's what is the output, because garbage in, garbage out, because and we had this discussion one time where it was like, you could make a great photograph on film and it's a great photograph, you can make a great photograph on digital, it's a great photograph. I think they hold both weight, but just because an image is made on film doesn't make it better than an image made on digital.
Well, again, one of the nice things about Snap is so many of the members, as Eric was saying, use so many different formats and styles. So Laura does Polaroid transfer, so there's no way to do that digitally.
Right.
You know.
Oh, you could do techniques in Max and Photoshop.
Well, I guess you could
But-
simulate it.
yeah.
So, all right. So I guess you
But
could.
it's not the sometimes the nice thing about film and Polaroid transfer is just the unexpected event that happens
Right.
where you can't control it. Yeah.
Right.
So
So, but there's still, there's still a pretty healthy debate about it. But sometimes, like with Stefan stuff, where there's not even a camera involved; it's just photographic paper, or large format stuff that Denny might do, or and then other times it's the film is less appropriate. Wendy's up in a helicopter a lot.
I know.
And,
That is so exciting.
I don't
my
know why
gosh.
she would want to use film from up there when
yeah. So.
Oh my goodness. But that's what's great about being in a club or having SNAP or having the Brentwood, society is just community. And I just love
Well, that's
it.
what it's all about.
Thanks everybody for inviting.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us. This was
Yeah,
wonderful.
This is awesome. All right, let's have more SNAP. Okay, good night everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we're going to go back to taking photographs, and you can join too. www.snapnashville.org. Bye.
Eric, do you have those naked pictures?
Naked pictures.
Yeah.
People want to show up and come to this exhibit. Where would they find it?
What they really need to do is get on one of the websites. Either go to brentwoodcameraclub.org